Mary Helena, Chapter 3. I went to the Hill of Olive Trees almost every day after school. Liz came with me when she could. Her parents were more hard-lined than my parents. My father was too busy with his importing and exporting and playing priest in the synagogue to have time for his 6 children. My older brother liked Jesus, and my 4 younger sisters loved him. Parents of Jewish children usually thought him a little too controversial. That Jesus Christ is looking for trouble. That was not true. He was simply trying to discover the difference between traditional methods of conduct and how the world went on oblivious to any creeds. I got a letter from John. How's Baghdad? He loves it. He sits in the café and reads books and drinks tea from China or coffee from Java. Sounds like he's working hard. He teaches 3 classes a week on the Torah and the Iliad. I don't know what John and Jesus are up to, but they are both cranked like little boys. A little fly landed on a leaf, and I looked at it and wondered, can it wonder at all? What does it know of me? If I demand that that fly worship me, or I would torture it and kill it, what would you think? That you are trying to convince me it is stupid to worship God? I love you, Liz. I know that, Helena. I like it that you know it. It makes the universe smaller. Bastard isn't a real word. I started reading the Torah again. It was the book that mattered most. A book that wasn't easy to find, but my father had one. And he might have thought I gave up on Jesus when I started reading it and trying to see it like Jesus, learning to pick out the lie from the truth. Quote Genesis verse 4. And the serpent said to the woman, You are not going to die, but God, the Father of all fathers, knows that as soon as you eat of it, your eyes will be open and be likened unto an angel who knows truth and fiction. End quote. Jesus was very wild about that bit. He said he was convinced the royalty, the kings, and the priests and lawyers were the club of ignorance and war. That war wasn't normal in other animals, and our war was against women, against wisdom, against the angel, the eternal life in the living, that death had no real hold on us, and that I was his grandmother. I didn't try explaining anything to my dad, and my mother had nothing on her mind but getting me hooked up with a lawyer. Mary Helena, get down here for dinner. I'm not hungry. I don't care what you are. The Zimmers are here, and you put on a dress and get yourself looking like a lady. Okay, mother. I picked out my ugliest dress and followed my mother to the table. The Zimmers had their son with them, the last single one. He looked like a priest and a bore. Sammy Simpleton was not fooled by my ugly dress. He didn't care that I didn't look at him. He wanted to make babies with me. His parents wanted him to make babies with me, and my parents hinted at the possibility that it was time for me to make babies with Sammy Simpleton. I'm a lesbian. I didn't say it. I just thought it. If I said it, I would be forbidden to see Liz. So I said the next worst thing I could think of. I'm going to study theater and dance. But you're a woman!